Hi, everybody. Alexia and I welcome you to our podcast. And today we're continuing the series on evolutionary medicine. And the heart of it is that there are modern day mismatched diseases. That is, we were designed in a certain way, but it's at variance with the way we live our lifestyle, okay? And that gap results in mismatched diseases. And we did about 6 of them so far. Today's topic is fiber and the mismatched diseases thereof. Little historical context is the world expert, Dr. Lauren Cordain at Colorado State University. He asked a simple question when he was a graduate student: what did humans eat before massive grain agriculture? And according to Dr. Cordain, regarding fiber, which we all know about, okay, his figures are 125 grams a day. The average American doesn't get 6. So what are the mismatched diseases which correspond to that? Okay. And so just a little simple kind of chemistry is there's 2 types of fiber. One is insoluble, not soluble in water, and the other is soluble in water. So the name's insoluble, soluble fiber. And what are the corresponding mismatched diseases for each one? Let's do the insoluble fiber first. Okay. And the catch is that when I used to teach medical students over 50 years ago, the heart of the digestive system is the small intestine. It's 20 feet long, but if you stretch it out, it's as big as a football field because there's all those little folds, okay? And the outside wall is made of 3 layers of muscle, okay? And the catch is that muscle has to be toned up just like we tone up the outside muscle by going to a gym. Okay. Well, what happens if you don't have enough insoluble fiber? Then what happens is that muscle becomes real loose. It loses tone, and that results in the mismatched disease called diverticulitis. From Latin, a little outpouching, diverticulum. The disease, of course, is diverticulitis. So you want to tone that up, and that's what that insoluble fiber does for the outside. How about the inside? Well, the inside, again, you're dealing with a football field of surface area. So it has to be nice and clean. Why? Good absorption. And what scours it out like a old-fashioned scouring brush is the insoluble fiber. So the cleaner it is, the lining, the better the absorption of all your nutrients. Amino acids, glucose, fatty acids. So the catch is if it's not clean, that could result in malabsorption diseases, especially in seniors. You want to absorb all of your nutrients. How about the soluble fiber? That's the second type. Well, the catch there is that the soluble fiber is the major food for the newly discovered organ in medicine called the microbiome, okay, the hottest topic in medicine today. And the microbiome is basically 3 pounds of bacteria that live in your colon and crank out all these wonderful chemicals called neurotransmitters to help you out. I'm just going to focus in on 2 big ones which really relate to 2 world epidemics. Okay, number 1 is your microbiome, when you feed it the soluble fiber, will crank out serotonin, okay? And serotonin is your major chemical against depression. Big worldwide epidemic in depression, okay? And your microbiome cranks out the antidote for that. The second is GABA. That's an amino acid, GABA aminobutyric acid, okay? Your microbiome will crank that out also. What does that help out with? Anxiety. So two giant worldwide problems, depression and anxiety. The chemicals are right there if you feed your microbiome the right food, which is the soluble fiber. And as we always do, tradition is very important. And a lot of our viewers really like it is when we check in with Alexia for practical pointers. Okay. And is, we can call it Ask Alexia, because she loves to help out people and especially seniors. Okay. Is Alexia says to get your insoluble fiber. Okay. That is mainly found, it's real simple, in your hard, chunky vegetables, your cauliflower, your broccoli, your bok choy, your cabbage, things like that, okay? And that will clean out, you see, 20 feet, equivalent to a football field, of the small intestine, okay? And that will also keep it nice and toned to prevent the mismatched disease, diverticulitis. Then Alexia says for the soluble fiber, okay, those are also vegetables, but those are more like your soft vegetables, sort of like your leafy greens, any type of leafy green, lettuce, spinach, kale. Those are all soluble fiber for your microbiome. But also Alexia says any kind of fruit. And it's so important that they give a special name to the soluble fiber in fruit, and that is called pectin. And that's what makes the jellies gel. So something as simple as fiber, which old school, in medicine and so forth, nutrition, it virtually no protein, no fat, no carbohydrates, no vitamins, no minerals, is almost as important as the food itself because it prevents many mismatched diseases. So Alexia and I thank you so much for having us, and we will look forward to seeing you tomorrow to continue the mismatched diseases. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Alexia and I say goodbye. Bye-bye.